Hello there, my name is Sarah, and on behalf of the Department of Student Affairs and Shelby County Schools, I would like to welcome you to today's session. It will include a short mindful meditation and a yoga flow. Let's go ahead and get started. Sit in a comfortable seated position. Spine tall and straight, shoulders slightly rolled backwards, and hands resting gently in your lap, palms facing down. Slowly begin to close your eyes and follow my voice. Start by breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. In and out. In and out. Bring your awareness to your breath and become more intentional about your breath. Notice how it feels as it enters and exits your body. Notice how your stomach feels as it expands when you inhale and contracts when you exhale. Your breath is always serving you. Your breath is always working for you. And now, as you tune into it, you become more aware of how it feels going through your body when you inhale and when you exhale. If you find your mind starting to wander at any time, that is perfectly okay. Simply bring your awareness back to your breath. That is the best way for you to clear your mind. If a thought comes up, that's okay. Let it emerge. Let it surface. You can even say hello. But then all you have to do is just let it float away and bring your awareness and your attention back to your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. The longer you sit in stillness, the clearer your mind will become. You do not have to do anything else but sit here and focus on your breath. Focus on the inhales and on the exhales. You may even start to think, hey, I'm sitting here in stillness and my mind is clear. That in itself is also a thought. So just let it come and then allow it to float away. And bring your awareness back to your breath. This is your space. You are surrounded by peace and by love. You are feeling at ease. You are comfortable. And you are feeling relaxed. Continue to breathe in and out. And every time your mind wanders, just bring back your awareness to your breath. In and out. In and out. You do not have to do anything else but breathe in and out. You can sit here as long as you would like. But if you are ready, and when you are ready, wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Roll your shoulders back. And gently open your eyes. Thank you for joining me during this mindful meditation. And now we are ready to transition into our short yoga flow. Begin by sitting in a wide-legged child's pose. Have your knees wide. You can place them on each side of the mat. Sit back on your feet and slowly start walking your hands forward and away from your body. Rest your forehead on the mat and take a deep inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, exhale through your mouth. Let's do this together. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time. Big inhale through the nose and a big exhale through the mouth. Let everything out. One last time. In through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Throughout the remainder of this flow, seal your lips and breathe in and out through your nose. Come up on your hands and knees and slowly transition into a plank pose. Make sure that your butt is not up in the air or it's not sagging down. When you're in plank pose, everything is engaged and there's a straight line from your head all the way down to your feet. Now, you're going to slowly bend your knees and lower to the ground with your chest and your neck as well. Keep your hands right by your chest. You're going to lift up into a baby cobra. Make sure that your legs and your feet are still on the ground. Inhale and lift up. Take a deep breath In and out. And lower down to the ground. Look to the left. Have your right ear on the ground. Relax your arms beside you and make sure the palm of your hands are facing up. Relax your body. And now look forward. Clasp your hands behind your back. And on the count of 3, you're going to lift your feet, your legs, your chest, and your head. I want to make sure that your feet and your legs are zipped together, so they're going to be acting as one. Let's go ahead and do this together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. And lift up. Lift up, a little bit more. And lower down to the ground. Look over to the right and place your left ear on the floor. Relax your hands and your arms by your side with your palms facing up. Look forward. Place your hands in front of your shoulders. Curl your toes under. Lift up. And we're going to lift into a downward facing dog. Lift your knees off the ground. Walk your feet a little bit. And make sure that your body is engaged. We're going to bend one leg and keep the other straight, and that would help us stretch our calves and our hamstrings. So bend your right leg and keep your left leg straight. You'll immediately feel the stretch in your calf muscle and in your hamstring. Go ahead and switch sides. Bend the left leg and straighten the right. Switch sides again. Switch sides, just go at your own pace. Okay, and now straighten both your legs. I want you to shake your head, yes. Yes, I want a cheeseburger. Shake your head, no. No, I do not want to do the dishes. Just kidding. But move your neck, left and right, look right to left, up and down. That feels really good on the neck. Now, go ahead and bring yourself to stillness. What you're going to do is you're going to lift your right leg up and you're going to step it outside of your right hand. So both of your hands are on the inside and your right leg is on the outside, okay? So keep your left hand on the ground and lift your right arm up and twist to the right. And now place your right arm back down on the ground. Take your right leg back into a plank and now switch sides. So your left leg is going to go on the outside of your left arm and left hand, and you're going to lift your left hand up in the air and twist. Okay.
let's do this one more time on each side. So take your left leg back into a plank and step your right leg and place your foot on the outside of your right hand. Again, lift your right hand up and twist to the right. Place it back down on the ground. Take your foot back into a plank and place it, and now switch sides. So the left is going to go on the outside. You're going to lift your left arm up in the air and you're going to twist to the left. All right. Place your left hand back on the ground and take your leg back and your foot back into a plank. You are going to lower down to the ground. Start with your knees and lower all the way down your stomach and your chest. And as you inhale, you're going to lift up into an upward facing dog. And as you exhale, you're going to curl your toes under and lift up into a downward facing dog. Take a couple rounds of breath here. Okay. And now lift your left leg up. And you're going to bend it and let it come through. Closer, get it closer to your left elbow. And you're going to place it on the ground. So your knee is going to be closer to your left arm. And then your foot is going to be pretty much almost parallel to your right arm and your right wrist. And now we're going to get into a pigeon pose. Make sure your back leg is straight. Make sure your foot is flexed. Your the foot that is bent is actually flexed as well. So don't point it, don't just let it relax. Make sure that it's flexed. Place your hands in front of you and breathe in and look up. This is definitely somewhat of an intense pose, but it's a great hip opener. Breathe in and out. One more time. Breathe in and out. And the next time you inhale, I want you to take a deep breath, and then when you exhale, slowly start to lower down. Now, listen here carefully, okay? If this is the most that you can do, please do not push yourself. Do not try to fold forward just because you want to achieve that, okay? So if this is that you can do today, that is perfectly fine. You are already in a really good pose, okay? If you can lower down, you can lower down onto your forearms, okay? If you can lower even down, like more, so you can place your hands in front of your head and just lower down to the ground. And this will make the pose a little bit more intense, but just know that being here is more than enough. So I don't want you to push yourself, I don't want you to injure yourself, and I certainly do not want you to push through it just for the sake of being in that pose. You will definitely do more damage and more harm to your body. So, I'm going to take one more deep breath. Okay. Now we're going to lift up, so place your hands in front of you, curl your toe under, lift up, and now take your left leg back into a plank, and now we're going to switch sides. So, bend your knee, place it close to your right arm and right elbow. Go ahead and place it on the mat. So your right leg is going to be bent. The knee is close to your right wrist, and then your foot is close to your left wrist. Again, make sure your foot is flexed. I know a lot of times one side it could be more stiff or more tight, tighter than the other side. So that's okay. Just listen to your body, listen to how it feels, and don't push yourself more than you have to. In time, your body will be more relaxed, and it would allow you to open up and go deeper. But please do not try to push yourself and go through the pain. That's definitely not the way to go. So I'm going to slowly start to fold forward. Now it seems on this side, this is the most that I can fold. So I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to try to go all the way or go deeper. It feels like a really nice stretch, and it looks like my right hip is tighter than my left. So I'm just going to stay here and breathe in and out and try to relax. All right, slowly come back up onto your hands, okay? Curl your toe under, lift your knee off the ground, and go ahead and get into a plank. All right, so I want you to bend your knees, kind of get into that tabletop position, but we're not doing any cat and cow series. We're gonna do a camel pose. So what I want you to do is stay on your knees, lift up. So this is going to be a small back bend, and it's really going to feel really good on your back. So here's what I want you to do. We're going to start off with, you're going to place your left hand on your lower back, and you're going to lift your arm, your right hand and your right arm up in the air. And just slowly back bend. That's it. I do not want you to have to go all the way down. We're not doing that. Just a small back bend, and then come back up. And now we're going to switch sides. So my right hand is going to go on my lower back, right on my right side. I'm going to lift my arm up in the air and slowly back bend. So we're going to do this one more time on each side, but here's what I want you to do. So if you feel like, this is a big if you feel like you can back bend a little bit deeper, and you're like, Sarah, come on, I want a challenge. So this is another option for you. But again, I do not recommend you pushing yourself more than you have to or more than your body can, okay? So if you are ready to fold in a little bit deeper, what I want you to do is place your left hand on your foot and open up. And slowly come out. And now switch sides. Place your right hand on your right foot and open up. And come back to center. Now, all this back bending, let's go ahead and fold forward, counter pose. And so what I want us to do, since we started our flow today with child's pose, I want to also end it with a child's pose. So go ahead, sit on your knees, on the back of your feet. Open your knees wide. As always, you can go as wide as the mat. Just depends on how your body allows you to, or how far it allows you to go. And make sure that you're sitting back. Put your hands in front of you and slowly walk your hands away from your body and fold forward. And breathe in and breathe out. You have done very, very well today. You should give yourself a pat on the back. Even though today was a short flow, it's definitely, it's intense because we did several hip openers and also back bends. And we did a lot of planks. So give yourself a high five or a pat on the back because you definitely deserve it. You can go ahead and come out of your child's pose. I want to thank you very, very much for joining me today, and I hope you feel better. I hope you feel energized. I hope you feel energized and calm at the same time. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.